Not really. I mean, every test match is important. I think when you get to the last test match in a series and you need to win it to get something out of the series, obviously, in that sense, there's a bit more on it. We desperately want to win this test match and make amends for what happened in Gaul. I'm very confident we got the ability and the skill on our side to do that, and that's going to be our challenge over the next 5 days.
When you think though, what last summer and what a high it was finishing in India, what's happened since then? That's been a huge disappointment. You talk about the final frontier.
Well, it hasn't gone according to plan, certainly. I mean, when you look at the 4 test matches we played, quite a few of them we've had opportunities to win the game, and there have been some outstanding performances in all those 4 test matches. So it's important not to lose sight of that fact. But we haven't been as consistent as we'd like to be, and we've got one final chance to salvage something out of the winter and allow us to go into the summer with some momentum. Well, I think one of the advantages of experience is you've always got something to fall back on, and obviously I'll be trying to do that this week.
Can you identify how you managed to do that and use that as
well? Well, it's never rocket science. Watching the ball is always a good starting point, and I think we all tend to overcomplicate things too often. So it's a case of being as simple as possible, taking your time to get in, and when you get in, making sure you convert it into a big score.
Does Stuart's absence bring the question of balance back in when you're selecting a team? You're losing a bit of that
yeah, I mean, we've obviously got to think about how the best way of replacing him is, and also, peer into our crystal ball a bit and try and work out how this wicket's likely to play. So there are a few permutations there we've got to consider, and we'll be doing that over the next 24 hours.
And is Ravi still unfit for the ball?
Yeah, no, he's off the agenda bowling right now.
There's never been lots of opinions about your situation. One from your predecessor, Michael Vaughan, that you might consider standing down as captain and continue as a player. Have you ever envisaged playing this team and not being captain?
That's not something I've considered, quite frankly. And going into this game, it's really not something that's on my mind. So people are always entitled to their opinions. I don't necessarily share them.
Do you feel under particular pressure when
No more so than normal. I mean, obviously I want to score some runs, there's no doubt about that. But I'm very confident. I think we've got the materials to do well in this test match, and I know that we're all very motivated to show that we can play a lot better than we have done so far on this tour, and that's what we'll be doing over the next 5 days.
Goal you struggled against Hera, and do you have any counter-attacking? But how would you play him tomorrow?
I don't think I'm going to give away that information right now, to be honest with you. Again, I don't think I'm going to give away that information right now. I mean, obviously we want to play the spin well. We've been working hard on it, and the challenge is always to take what you've been working on in the nets out into the middle and do it successfully.
Andrew, just on your own position, I mean, there has been a lot of talk. You're aware of that. And do you feel that's fair enough, or does that really frustrate you given the success that you've enjoyed leading England?
When you've played cricket for any length of time, you realise that there's always going to be some sort of story running in the background. Sometimes it's going to be a bit about yourself, sometimes it's going to be about other people. The most important thing is you don't let it distract you, and you concentrate on what is important, which is obviously getting your own game in order, and as captain, making sure the rest of the team are in order as well.
And it hasn't been a distraction for you at all?
No, not at all.
Andrew, you've been praised for your level of finals. How difficult has it been to maintain that with the rest of the team when things haven't been going as well as you would like to do?
Well, look, I think that is one of the real challenges of leadership or captaincy, is that it's easy when it's going well. Everyone's buoyant and happy and everyone's patting each other on the back. When times are tough, that's when it's important you stand up and lead and show people the right direction. And that's something that, I like that sort of challenge. and it hasn't gone our way so far this winter. But I retain absolute faith in our players and the way we like to play our cricket, that it will turn round. So you've got to stick with it. You know, I think you've got to realise that you're not going to win every game you ever play. Sometimes you're going to go through little patches where things don't work out your way, both individually and collectively. And if you retain faith, it'll turn around, especially if you've got players of real quality, which I know we do have.
Right, thank you very much.